Can't forget. You can't make YouTube content if you don't record the content. There? My desktop audio? Oh no, it is. There we go. There's been music playing this whole time, guys, and you didn't hear it. I'm so sorry. I was just jamming alone, I guess. Whoops. Bring this all the way back to this backer corner.
Squidward, how the are ya?
Hey, TK, how's it going?
Isn't it, Squidward?
Thank you for the resub for 7 months. You're nuts. You're crazy. If you ever decide to accept that affiliate, you'll have it right. You'll have it come right back at you. Yeah, I love you too. Hopefully this is actually recording today. I'm so paranoid that this is not going to actually record, and then I'm not going to have any content. I'm actually like recording the stuff today, Christy. I'm actually doing it. Also, for anybody that might be lurking, I'm gonna shout out TK here. They are a part of our little fam. And she streams some cool stuff too. Hey, you're proud of me. Aw. Thanks, Mom. My throat is so scratchy all of a sudden today. I don't know what happened. It wasn't like this earlier. Oh hell. Stop that. What is going on here? Why is it snapping like that? Okay, there we go. Well, I don't know what was happening there. Lots of fluids? Yeah, I have my water with me. And lots of sleeps, whatever that's like. Luckily, I have the sleep part down. I'm very good at the sleeping part. Why does it keep dragging like that? Here we go. You're not. It's a superpower and a curse. I promise you that. Being able to fall asleep really easy is like great until you're like in a movie theater. Okay, I'm gonna save this and restart because my Maya is doing some weird stuff. Give me 1 second here. I don't know why it's like that line is popping around like that. I'm gonna be clearing my throat so much. Do 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 do. Okay, it's not doing the drag thing now, it seems. Okay, we might be alright now. Still doing it, but whatever. Stop! Yeah, I feel fine. It's just my throat. The fuck is that here? Reset. 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 Okay, so you're fine when you do that. Maya's starting to fight with me today. So this is fine. For whatever reason, that's fine. Time to fight back. Ugh. Like, I've never had this problem. Okay, whatever. Whatever, Maya. And this is not gonna be a kit, so it's not gonna be built in like a bunch of different parts that are modular. This is gonna be like a standalone building here. We're just not gonna play its game. We're gonna do things this way. I'm not playing with Maya today. And I'm not actually gonna be worrying. I don't think I'm gonna worry about the backside of this building, but we'll see. I'm really just doing it for the few renders that are gonna be like from the front half, because it's already gonna be quite a bit to bite off already. There's a fruit fly in here. Get away! Not today, Maya. Not dealing with your shit. It's rude, honestly. Honestly, right? Maya just it gets on your nerves sometimes, you know? I love it, but fuck, man. This is all gonna be pretty rough in the beginning while I block out these shapes, and then we're gonna go back over and clean it. We're doing our high poly first, and then I'm gonna go back and do the low poly stuff later. Because I like building my low poly on top of the high poly. Otherwise I find I end up doing it twice. All right, thank you for the lurk, TK. Show Maya who's boss. I'll do my best. I will do my best. All right, I have to turn those settings off. Oh my god. So quiet for so long. Hi, dear Six Art. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. How's your day going? Sorry, I was like really in the zone. Thank you for hanging out. I have a bit of a scratchy throat today, so I'm not talking as much as normal. Usually I am much more chatty, but feel free to ask any questions or chat or whatever, or just hang out. Always happy to have new people here. Hey, Mickey, how's it going? Cooling Avela, thank you, thank you. We're just starting out, so we're really early on right now. I haven't done like a start to finish thing in a really long time, so I actually just went through my portfolio and deleted a lot of really old stuff, which like forces me to make some new stuff. So the pressure's on, you know. Did I put this in a group? I didn't, okay. This is for my portfolio, but it will be done in game style. I'm rendering it out in Unreal. I do occasionally do some streams for the game that I am working on. So if that tickles your fancy, we will be starting to do some more streams of that soon too. I want to have a bunch of different kinds of windows. Because the window style is not usually like very consistent on these. Especially like the older houses, because they've been like fixed up and repaired so many times. Tell you about Malevolent. So it's really early stages right now. I just got my studio to sign a contract that allows me to work on it and talk about it. So it's hasn't gone very far. But it is going to be a 3-team horror game that is a little bit of a combination of prop hunt and it's mostly prop hunt. It's mostly prop hunt. So the idea is that there's 3 teams. There are humans, there are good ghosts, and then there is the Malevolent, which is the one evil spirit that has the ability to kill players. And it's prop hunt in the sense that the humans have to go in, find the cursed totem, the cursed or a blessed totem. And then you love prop hunt, so you're already sold. So then the humans have to go in, they have to find either a cursed totem or a blessed totem, and they have to then bring it to the appropriate spot and just cleanse to release the spirits or like destroy them. With the goal being that you destroy the one that the bad ghost is attached to, or you cleanse the one that the good ghosts are attached to. And if you do the opposite, it it kills the humans, because if you release the bad ghost gets like super powerful and can kill you. But it is also going to be essentially a portfolio thing for me. So I am putting a lot of work. I'm an environment artist, that's my job. So a lot of the work is going to be going into making sure that these feel like as realistic as possible, and gives you a really nice kind of scary slow game where you can have a friend being the thing that is hunting you in the dark mansion or in the woods or like through the graveyard, you know? I'm really excited. It is mostly going to be for me to build like some cool portfolio stuff. But we're really going to be taking the time, and I have some pretty great people working with me on it to make sure that it actually ends up being a good game as well. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm still kind of deciding. I did a lot of work and a lot of coding already in Unity, but I really love how easy it is to make environments look good in Unreal. So I did just open up a test scene, and I have been like slowly picking away at putting together a little prototype in Unreal. And by prototype, I mean I have like a terrain and some cylinders to represent my trees, and it's like it's already looks so much better than what I feel like I'll be able to do in Unity. Unreal does really make it just like, it just makes it easy. It just makes it easy to look good. Yeah, exactly. UE5 looks super impressive in the visuals department. This scene that I'm going to be rendering out is like my first kind of this Italian villa that I'm doing right now is actually going to be the first thing that I truly kind of like go through the whole Unreal 5 process with, because I'm just learning Unreal now. We use Unity at work, so Unreal is pretty new to me. But I already love it. Like, it feels super user-friendly. And like code is something that's pretty new to me, but I've used Substance Designer, and I've used Nuke when I was in VFX, or in comp, sorry. And the node-based kind of system isn't too unfamiliar to me, so I kind of like using the blueprints in Unreal. I'm gonna have to add some like latches onto this window and stuff, I think. But we won't worry about that just yet. Letters. You're not a huge fan of the visual coding, which is why you've never really delved into Unreal. I'm just starting to get used to it. I mean, I don't really know C# either. I took like a week off from work to try and learn it, and I learned enough that I can like follow some other tutorials and start to put stuff together, but it probably will be down like a year down the line before I could truly say that I like know how to code. And yeah, going into the blueprints was definitely something like completely different, but the one thing I do really like about it is being able to like open up my grid and see all of my like the voids, I guess, if you know what if you know what I'm saying, all separated. So like if I open up my blueprint for like a character, I can have like my jumping separated from my like WASD movement, separated from like the character's abilities. Like I can really neatly and nicely lay it out, and I have like low-key OCD about that stuff, so it like really helps. Like if you ever look at one of my like Substance Designer graphs, they're like perfectly like 90-degree angles and everything is like marked nicely, and you can, oh, love it. I always end up spending like another like hour to 2 hours just making sure that my graphs are really like nice and clean. This is very satisfying when they are. Yeah, you do have to start a lot from scratch with Unity, which is good, you know? Like if you have a really specific idea about what you're doing, that's not a bad thing. I got like reasonably far with my project in Unity, which is why I feel so like weird about switching over now. Like I learned a lot. I spent a lot of time learning the stuff in Unity, but I don't know. I might end up just doing a prototype in both before I decide which one I really want to go with. Also, sorry, I do have a bit of a cold today, so I am like clearing my throat and like stuffy. And I get so distracted. I start talking and then I just like zoom in and out of my scene. We're gonna be doing modeling on this probably for like a few streams. I'm gonna be taking like most of our streams this month. We'll be working on this project with hopefully finishing it by like September. But if not, that's okay too. I calculated out all the hours that I would have to work on this, and it was gonna be like 40 hours to try and do a full environment, which is like doable, but it's gonna be tough. I could give myself more time if I really wanted to, because it's my own project, but can't do that. You're trying to get better with art, so you've been hopping into streams and watching professionals work. Well, welcome to the stream. I have been in the industry for about 8 years. I was working in television for 6 of those. And now I work at Ubisoft as an environment artist. Ubisoft Mobile, I will clarify. I did not get to work on the really cool Assassin's Creeds. But it's a really fun job and I'm learning a lot. It's game art is very new to me. I always did pretty just like high poly modeling. So it has actually been a challenge for me to like bring my art down to like a low poly level. What did I work on without breaking NDAs? Well, I can say that I worked on the mobile version of Assassin's Creed when I came over to Ubisoft, because that's a game that's out. I did the environments for the Valhalla event and half of the Black Flag event. And when I worked on TV, I worked in kids television, and I worked on Bob the Builder, Inspector Gadget, and what's another one people would know? That's probably it. And then I worked on a bunch of other shows, but most of them are for a much younger audience. They're definitely different worlds. Working in TV and working in games are like completely different. Just like as far as the pipeline goes. You grew up with Inspector Gadget? Yeah, there was a 3D version came out done by DHX, and I worked on that one. It's always crazy when you work on like an older IP too, because I grew up, you know, with the old school Inspector Gadget, but it is crazy when you like work on a new version of an existing IP, because, you know, people have opinions about it. Do you just do like, are you an artist by trade, or are you like kind of learning on your own right now? I want to scale this down, but I don't want to bevel. Let's do a little bevel, I guess. You're a web developer. You do a little design work here and there. Nice. Do you enjoy web developing? It was something that I had thought about a long time ago. You're also working on a game of your own. That's awesome. What is your game? If you don't mind telling me. Unless it's all secret, which I understand. Some of these things I'm going to want to leave separate, because I do think I'm going to want to animate some wind going through the environment. I'm just going to block this in for now. I'm not going to be too precious about things like these like brackets. It's also a horror game called Tolls for Thee. That's exciting. What's it about? Player finds himself in a gothic Victorian mansion, has to solve puzzles and avoid some monsters in the shadows. Oh, you have a trailer already. That's pretty sweet. If you're not in the Discord, there's a link to it. Feel free to link that on like the promote yourself or the art section, wherever you really want to do it. I shared the Discord with 3 other streamers that all have their own communities too, so I'm sure there's lots of people in there that would love to see that. I want to have a different set of windows over here, I think. And maybe a different set of shutters for the bottom here. Yeah, no pressure. If you totally up to you if you want to. But we always love seeing what people are working on. I don't use Blender. I've been looking into like learning it because it's gonna be something that you probably need to know. But I'm definitely like a Maya person right now. I'm probably gonna be a Maya person right up until work tells me I have to learn Blender. Because I find like it's just intuitive. I find Maya a lot more intuitive for me, but that I'm also biased because I learned on it. I froze it. I didn't want to freeze it. I always do that. We only need like one version of everything we're making and then we'll duplicate it around again later. Too many bad clients over the years? Yeah, I can imagine. I'm trying to work myself into a position now where I can kind of work for myself. Which I'm sure you're probably doing too if you're looking to develop your own game, but... Yeah, I just, I feel like I'm tired of client work, you know? So I'm trying to get myself to a spot where I don't have to do it anymore. Be nice to your own boss. Yep, definitely. Alright, this is not in that group anymore. I have to remember to turn on incremental save after this. Hey, I'm a solo 3D generalist trying to learn how to create 3D game environments. I'm doing a Udemy course, and the instructor made a point about learning to draw simple sketches, thumbnails, and concepts in order to learn composition, color, and lighting. What do you think? Yeah, that's a pretty normal practice. You have to think about it as essentially like you're blocking out your scene before you actually like get into the 3D environment. I think that's a really important thing. You're kind of creating like a key reference for yourself. Composition, color, and lighting are all very big topics. So if your Udemy course doesn't cover each of those things, I would suggest also picking up some other tutorials that go into color theory and, you know, your basic lighting setups and stuff like that too. But yeah, those are definitely really important things to know, because you really want to, it's one thing to create a very like detailed, well done model, but if you want to make it feel good in a game or in a movie or in a show or even just in like a photo render, whatever you're trying to do for your portfolio, composition, color, and lighting are the things that set the mood of your scene. It makes the things in your environment feel important or not important or scary or cool, or it incites a certain feeling. So definitely like learning all those things is gonna really like bring it. It's gonna like bring your portfolio to the next level. It's gonna make your portfolio look better than anybody else's if you really take the time and like dive into those topics. Environment is like making game environments is like the biggest it's like the biggest thing that you can learn how to do, because you do need to know a little bit of everything. Like, I've been an environment artist for a long time. I still don't know everything. Thanks for your input. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to learn, but yeah, definitely just like, oh, thank you for the follow. Yeah, definitely just like take your time, really dive into all of those topics, because they are super helpful. Whenever you start, like, look at lots of reference. I would highly suggest picking like key references once you get into 3D, and that's just like picking a style that you can look at. Like, look at that scene, look at your scene. Why does your scene look different? What are they doing with their lighting? What are they doing with like their atmospheric fog? Like, really take the time to pick apart references from games that you love and really like see how they've done stuff. You know, like really take the time to do some research into like why you like the styles you like and just everything. Is it Jeriel? Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. You can also join our Discord. I share my Discord with 3 other streamers, and we've all worked in the industry or are working in the industry right now, whether it's game or in television, animation. So feel free to like go in there. There's an art channel in there too. If you ever want to like post any of your like work in progresses, feel free to do that. And if you're looking for critique, just let people know. In my work, do I craft modular pieces for the environment? Yeah, it depends what project I'm on, but yeah, I definitely like when I was working on the Assassin's Creed mobile game, we definitely do modular pieces. You just joined the Discord? Thank you so much. Always happy to have new people in the Discord. Do I want to make a new window? I keep thinking I want to make a new window. I have a bunch of references here with windows. I think we're just gonna reuse these ones on the bottom for now. You'll put together a proper introduction before dropping the trailer. Totally. And thank you for the follow, Mickey. Definitely exciting getting some... I was doing like the game thing on Twitch for a really long time. And I realized that I really needed to be working on my own stuff. I needed that like self-realization, I guess. So it's nice to be connecting with some more game devs. And yes, I consider you a game dev if you're just learning too. Let's take these bottom ones. We're gonna mix this up a little bit and bring these ones up to the top. Most of these are just gonna be placeholders because we are gonna like bake this down in the end. So like we'll bake this first one once we do a sculpt and stuff of it. And then, we'll just replace them. We don't need to do it a bunch of times. The Discord link in the bio doesn't work anymore. Oh, crap. Okay. Thank you for letting me know that, Vortex. I'm gonna go fix that right now. I used to have my own Discord. But when I was streaming... Thank you for the follow, Vortex. Oh my god, their sound. Oh, it's me. What was I saying? Yeah, when I used to be streaming, I was trying to like do the game thing on Twitch, and I had my own Discord, and it just like wasn't super active because I wasn't we'll say I wasn't a dedicated streamer. But it's because I had so many days where I was like, I don't know what I want to play, like I don't really want to do anything. And now that I'm like leaning towards just doing like my own art and working on my game and stuff, like I want to be here, I want to be here every day. So now I have like a solid schedule of like Wednesday and Thursday. And if we do end up doing any games, there'll be like bonus streams on like the weekends. I want to fix the thing. It's in my settings. I go to connections. I don't know how to, I don't forget. We're gonna do it later. The one in the chat works. You can't see that sound effect. Honestly, I don't usually hear it that often. So it's been a good day. I need to build out this chunk here now. So we can get our like archway in here. I feel like this should probably just sit on the top instead of trying to model it all out. You're pretty new to Twitch. You thought it was just people playing games, and that is exactly how I feel. Because like I only started like getting into Twitch like once COVID started. And I think I watched some streamers on Twitch for like a month, and then I was like, I'm gonna do it. So like last April, I guess, is when I would have started streaming. And it was really on and off because I wasn't like super into it. I was still working and getting used to that whole like work from home life. And yeah, it was like an on and off thing. But like I've met some really cool people. And I've like gotten some freelance from Twitch, and I don't know, it's been a like a really cool experience. I have the hiccups. I have to bring all this stuff down, don't I? Cool person here. Hey Cage, how's it going? How you been? We only get cool people here. Doing all right. That's good to hear. actually. What music am I playing right now? I am playing the Stream Beats Hi-Fi playlist by Harris Heller. I think this is the newest one that's just come out. Where do I want to put this? I want these. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, TK. Oh, I needed that. I needed that quite badly, actually. Yeah, my throat is like really... I think it's because we went on a trip for the first time in like 2 years, and my body is like not used to... my body is like not used to having to be around any bacteria that is not the bacteria in our home already. So like I think we both have a cold now. Justin said that he thought he had a cold, and now I think I have it too. You breathed air that wasn't in your house? I know. We were just like straight up rude. We're doing pretty good considering we're only an hour into the stream. I do think I'll be selling this model too once it's all done. Like I'll be selling all the materials and stuff separately on Gumroad probably, or ArtStation. I'm not sure which yet. Connected. It's my first time ever like exporting a BSP object from Unreal. That's what I'm using as my like template right now, and I love it. Turbo Squid as an option, I've thought about it, but that would just like, I'm trying to keep my like stores pretty consistent, if that is that the word I'm looking for? I don't think that's the word I'm looking for, but like I don't want to have like too many stores, and I'm already kind of selling some stuff on Gumroad. I have like one thing for sale on Gumroad and one thing for sale on Sketchfab. Sketchfab also just got bought by Unreal, so I might just keep it on there. Not totally sure yet. I'm still like deciding on a lot of things when it comes to like how I sell any of my products. I'm just kind of like getting into this spot where I even like acknowledge that I can sell stuff outside of like work, you know? I heard Turbo Squid had like an issue with their licensing too, so I don't know if I don't know exactly what it was. I haven't looked into like retailers too much. I just already post stuff on Sketchfab, which is why I was like thinking of putting it there. Same with ArtStation. You haven't been paying. I think I only heard that recently, but it was like about a while ago, you know? So I don't know. But I mean, anything you can sell stuff, somebody is doing something less than legal with it. When you buy a model, you expect exactly. And I've heard of like, even with Sketchfab, people have been stealing models on Sketchfab even. Not that that's gonna stop me. I feel like I'm used to it now. I just started selling merch not too long ago, and the first shirt design I put up, I like immediately had like 6 bots like re-upload my design to their store, and I was like, I knew it would happen. I just didn't think it would happen so fast. You're ready for all of the stealing? Yeah, man, be ready. The pain in the butt. Somebody came into the chat to proudly announce that they had pirated the artist stuff in the past. People are assholes, man. That sucks. It's so disheartening too, you know, because it's just like there's that whole idea of the starving artist, and it's like artists especially want to work like everybody loves an entrepreneur, but as soon as you're an artist, everybody just like takes your stuff, and it's really annoying. Like nobody respects the grind for an artist. Hey Twisty, welcome back. Thank you for the 3 months. How are you doing today, my friend? I'm quite sniffly, so I apologize. Literal starving artist here, please feed me. It just sucks, man. Like it's just, you just want to be able to like, you respect my grind, young lady. Thank you very much, Twisty. We do be grinding here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I have to add some more loops to this. Too like blocky still. I'm gonna leave it for now though, I think. I just want to get all of the major shapes of this done. Like, I'm not gonna worry about these like tree things today. I just want to get the major like chunk of the house done as far as the first pass of modeling. And then we'll throw it into Unreal and see, and we'll update our like progress picture. Switching over to the rock playlist.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side. I need you by my side. I need you by my side. Something's wrong, I feel it circling like vultures round my brain. Couldn't see the danger in your eyes. Draw me in, got me spinning now like water to a drain. You were perfect till I realized you hadn't shown your face. You sing a pretty song to drag my heart along.
Hey PJ, how's it going? How are you doing?
It's over, same story. You lose to love and glory. Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it brew.
Just got back from catching up with your middle school friend. Oh, right. Yeah, I saw that you were talking about that earlier. That went well. Yeah, I just like recently connected with one of my old high school friends. And it was really nice.
Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't know you nothing.
It's looking great. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to drop this into Unreal and kind of see what we get. I think I'm probably going to be calling the stream here in a few minutes, but I do want to drop this in to Unity just so we can get a progress photo. So we're going to save this and then I'm going to export it as like a single mesh. Oh wait, I want to put those little chimneys on first actually. I have like these little chimney things on here.
Hate, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite.
For anybody, hi Froggy. For anybody that might just be hanging out, feel free to join the Discord. I share it with 3 other people. P. Magoo, who is one of them, TK Plays, and the Plant Dad. We're all pretty friendly, and if you're into doing 3D, everybody has either worked in games or the animation industries, so we know some things. So it's a great place for people who might be just thinking about learning to hang out. Also, we play games and stuff like that too. My channel is definitely shifting a little bit more towards just like being 3D art, but I do some Dead by Daylight, some Warzone, some Overwatch, you know, the things. I really don't need to do too much on these. I have a reference here for like these little chimneys. I want to do those. How's it going, Froggy? How's your night going? Or day, or whatever it is for you, wherever you are. It's night for me. This music's rad. Yeah, this is the Stream Beats Rock playlist, PJ. I was playing the hi-fi one earlier, and it's really good too. I think I listened to the hi-fi one twice before I changed it. It's really good. It's really, really good.
I came up short today. Feels like I fell 1,000 times. Nothing but doubt to flood my mind. 'Cause sometimes it's hard to remember why I ever started racing with my dreams. A restless December, feeling I was meant for more than I believed. I'll never surrender, rather try and fail and fall 1,000,000 times. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I know as close as I am now, I will struggle, I will shout. There's no stopping, there's no doubt. I'm on my way. There's no stopping, there's no doubt. I'm on my way. I swear I meant to do this. I'm told that love would never lie. Where my head has met my heart and they are beautifully aligned. But sometimes it's hard to remember everything I've done that's brought me to this space. I started with embers, now a raging fire is burning in its place. I'll never surrender, rather try and fail and fall 1,000,000 times. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
We still have to do the doors, and the tiles on the roof we'll probably end up doing with Substance Designer, I imagine. But I will have to model in some like ridges just for the bottom so that we get a little bit of that like scoop shape. We're gonna end up doing like this kind of like in between these two materials for our walls, and those are also going to be done in Substance. Substance Designer is unfortunately not a super interesting thing to watch as far as streams go, so those will probably be something that if you're interested in it, you'll probably have to watch the YouTube video when it comes out, just because it's a lot faster for me to like run through those. I can't decide between these doors. I think I'm gonna be picking two of these doors. Substance Designer, is that something linked to Substance Matter? Yeah, so Substance Designer is made by, or it was made by Algorithmic. I guess it's owned by Adobe now, same as Painter, but it lets you make procedural materials, like tiling materials. Super awesome, super awesome stuff. If you ever want to see some really cool things, go onto ArtStation and just look up like some Substance Designer material. It's another node-based thing. So you might not like it, Mickey, but it's really, really fun once you start getting into it. It's a crazy powerful tool. You can make PBR like tiling materials like nothing. I've seen people make some nutty stuff with it. And you can expose all the parameters on them too. So I can like export a substance material into Unity or into Unreal, and all the parameters on it are exposed, so I can like adjust the material within the game, within the game engine. Oh, at whatever your maybe something, I think something you typed turned into a link there, and it's hidden in chat now, but you only just started learning Substance Painter. What is it that you've been making textures with, sorry? Oh, is it like paint.net or something that turned into a link? Substance Painter is, yeah, paint.net. Okay. Okay, I guessed it. Yeah, Substance Painter is a really fun tool. It's really like awesome being able to like paint directly onto your model. But yeah, Substance Designer is great if you want to make like tiling materials that you can use on like multiple assets just within Unity. It's pretty heavy if you keep it just as a substance material, but then you can like bake it down into the flat images, or you can just save the flat images from like out of Substance Designer itself. Sorry, I'm like super hiccupy tonight. I do think I'm gonna export this over so that we can see our progress. You tried using Blender's built-in texture painting tools and it wasn't too fun to use. Yeah, I want to like Blender. I really do. I really need to take the time, I guess, to play around with it, but I don't like it. I want to like it, but I just don't. Because even the sculpting tools in Blender, like the sculpting tools in Blender seem great, but I just like, I have access to ZBrush, so I feel like I'm like spoiled, but I just like everything that you can do in Blender, I just like prefer doing it in other programs. I love the rendering in Blender. The rendering looks really good in Blender with like cycles. And what's the other thing they have that I really like? Oh, their generation, or their generating tools, like effects and stuff. Like those all seem like they're really good in Blender. You've been using one for generating bookshelves and book stacks. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I remember I saw some tool that was like, you could like, it generated growing flowers on something, and I thought that was really sick. I don't know like effects very well. That's like one of the things I'm starting to put a lot more time into this year. So let's see if my computer dies when I open up Unreal, because this will be my first time trying to do it on stream. Close. We'll leave it open for now, that's fine. We're not saving this as it's like usually I would do a gray box model and I would save it as like our asset or our prefab, and then I would just continue to update it. But where this is something I actually want to be able to keep all of our older instances of, it's going to be a little bit more manual work. Just like creating new prefabs and then replacing the old ones. Which, I mean, it's nothing. It's not a big deal. Oh, I got my new processor and my new motherboard in, and I'm very excited to put my new computer together on my next long weekend. Because all of this is going to be much faster. Oh, I did open it twice. That's not good. I was suspicious that I did that. All right. So this is our scene as it is. We have this progress camera that I'm using to like I have this camera locked, and every time I make an update, I'm taking like a new shot from this same camera so that we'll be able to do a nice time lapse when this is all done. So we're gonna go to meshes, Italian villa. We're gonna, oh, let's just make a new. Use you? New folder. We're gonna call these progress mesh. It's fine. Oh, I have to merge this. Yeah, we need to merge this. Get rid of all that. Force delete. Can tell my computer's upset with me now. Yep, we'll get in here and we'll update this this render, and then I think we are gonna call it. I don't know if anybody else is streaming, if we want to raid somebody. Who do we know that is live? Oh yeah, this looks great. I want this to be like as close to the same spot every time as possible, since our camera's already set up. So what I'm gonna do before we end the stream actually is I'm just gonna go through and like clean up all these old BSP shapes that we don't need. Hey, Retro Mike, how's it going? I had done this before stream tonight, which was just like the blockout with using the BSP objects inside of Unreal. So I had like a basic idea of what I wanted to do, and I had set up this like camera angle that I wanted to work with for my render. So this is like where I'm gonna keep my camera pretty much the whole time, probably until near the end of the project. But we ended up doing all of like this today during the stream, which is pretty good. Like we did all this in like 2 hours, which is like that's not bad. Obviously there's still much more to do. I still have to do, you know, materials, textures, doors, the terracotta roofs. But yeah, this is not too bad for like just 2 hours. Like nothing's UV'd, so it's just modeled. It's really quick. But we'll worry. There's not too many like different pieces in here. Faster than you would have done. Yeah, I mean it's still pretty early stages. You know, it's still a lot of like basic shapes and stuff. But I'm feeling really good about it. I think this is gonna look really nice when it's all done. I'll show you my really like terrible, my really terrible like reference I did for myself. I'm not good at drawing. I can do 3D, but I am not good at drawing. So like this is, I like that first blockout, I took a screenshot of it, and like this is kind of what I'm gonna be going for. Like I'm gonna have these like golden hills of like grain, cereal grain behind it, and like this will have some like cobblestoney kind of stuff, and we'll do some foliage and some leafy things. When I went to Italy like 5 years ago for like a couple weeks, and the one thing that really stood out to me was that they just had like fruit. There's like fruit growing everywhere. Everybody's front yard had like 3 or 4 or 10 different kinds of like fruit growing in it. So there's gonna be a lot of different like potted fruit trees and stuff like that all the way around it, which is really exciting. I'm really excited to do some like foliage and like do a bunch of different kinds of plants. I have some like references down here for like all the different kinds of plants and stuff that I want to do. Like I love this. Italy was just like covered in flowers. So I'm like really excited to do some of this stuff and like dot it and bring some color to this. Terrible at drawing, kind of okay at 3D. That's pretty much me. I find that, you know, some people work better in 2D and some people work better in 3D, and that's just like your brain, you know. If you work a lot better in like a 3D space, then 3D is probably going to be a lot easier for you. But it will eventually help your drawing too, which is nice if you work in it a lot. My nose is so stuffy. All the winding alleys like that, yeah, it was absolutely awesome being in Italy. We started in Germany and then like made our way down to Italy and then drove back again afterwards, and it was such a fun trip. Going through the Alps too was just like, it's so cool. I'm like a landscape person. I'm the type of person that travels for like, I travel for food and I travel for landscape, and Germany and Italy had all of those things. I want to get some of this like this kind of detailing in here too, with like this mossy these like mossy features on the building. the general goal is to make this like as like terracotta, brown, clay colored as possible, and then have all of that color come from the foliage and from the fruit trees and from, you know, like the cypress trees here and maybe the mountains in the background. And I'm really excited to like get this like golden flare coming from like the atmosphere in Unreal. Like I'm so excited to be like, I'm using Unreal 5 to render this in, and I'm really excited to be playing around with like Lumen. Going for realistic or stylized for this, probably like somewhere in between, but definitely like a little bit stylized. Like I don't think it's gonna be like super realistic, just because I don't find super realistic like appealing. But I want to push myself on this project, so my textures are gonna be like a little bit more detailed, and there'll be a PBR, and there'll be a little bit of spec where it's needed, and you know, stuff like that. I had so many more references gathered, and like I don't know if I forgot to save or something, and I like lost a bunch of references, which is sad. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. I'm gonna darken this material, I think. Maybe we'll just keep it gray for now before I start getting crazy again. I'm always like, I'm not gonna worry about it. And then I end up spending 3 hours twiddling with things that are gonna change again anyway. So I'm trying to get the same BSP. There we go. Yeah, this is looking good. We might want to turn our light a little bit. We have this set up to our sky sunlight right now. Really good enough. Spent half a day working on something, said I was done, then stayed up way too late finishing it. Yep. Story of my life. I either get really obsessed with something and I'm unable to sleep and I wake up, and when I wake up I think about it right away and then I need to work on it and then I can't focus during the day, or I drop it right away and then I never come back to it even though I say I will. This is like the first thing in a long time that I'm like truly pushing myself. Okay, let's turn this block out back on. We're gonna get rid of all of the stuff in here that we have like recreated already before we take our picture. Gonna take a little bit. Nice. Yeah, so we have to still do the stairs. And yeah, there's a bunch of like detail work we still have to do in here, but this is not too bad. I honestly thought it was gonna take us a lot longer to get to like even get to this point. Modeling both sides of the house or just the beauty side? Probably just the beauty side. But we'll see. Like once I finish the front half of the house, I might have enough assets that I can just like really easily bring them to the back. So why not, right? I am making it so that you can walk straight through this like middle part, which is going to be fun. You're going to be able to like go through here to the fields in the back. And I am going to be like testing out like the foliage brushes in Unreal and stuff. So we'll go ahead and like we will make a full terrain in here and then actually like brush in some like fields of wheat so it feels like an actual game environment, which I'm really excited about. Yeah, that's a nice little update. So kind of hard to see some of these details right now, but that's okay. Oh wait, I was already in there. Nice. So we've gone. Can you see this? Yeah, so we've gone from this to this in this stream. That's pretty sweet. I feel pretty good about that. It's only a 2.5 hour stream, so I feel like we got a lot done from there to here. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be excited to see those like terracotta tiles. Terracotta like it'll make a nice time lapse in the end. Yeah, I'm super excited to make some YouTube content into this. Shingles. That is the word I was looking for that I couldn't remember. The terracotta shingles. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. All right, I think I'm gonna end it. Let me see if anybody else is live that we want to raid. See if there's any like small art streams that we can send some friendlies over to. Bum bum ba dum. Bum 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 bum. Anybody else doing some 3D modeling? That's a good Oh, there's somebody doing some substance designer here, actually. Let's do that. We're gonna raid this guy. Because he's doing substance designer. Ollie. They are, it looks like they're a VTuber. Oh wait, are they playing a game now? Oh, they're playing Stream Readers. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna send you over to this guy. Everybody be nice, say hello. Substance Designer is a hard program, so if he knows anything in it, then that is impressive. So, yeah. All right, we have to start the stream. I always forget that there's like a 10-second thing that I have to wait for. Thank you, everybody that stopped by. I hope that you come back. We'll be streaming again tomorrow night. We're going to keep working on this. So if you haven't already, here is a link to the Discord. Please check that out. We stream Wednesdays and Thursdays at the same time, 7:30 p.m. AST. Any bonus streams are usually on like a Friday or a Saturday night. Sometimes they are gaming, but we're trying to keep it pretty tight on the 3D now. Yeah, so go say hi to Polyheim, and I hope you guys enjoy watching some Substance Designer, and I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. All right, bye! Did the raid happen? There we go.
Much for the raid, Jake. Welcome everyone. We're setting up our little stream raiders here on the side before we continue our work. How y'all been? Ooh, welcome raiders. Welcome. We are working on some materials right now. How's your stream? Oh, this is a good time actually. Now that y'all here as well. Dodge's not here. I don't know if his Solar is here, but I did tell you all earlier in our morning stream that I was going to show you all a sneak peek of the render of the character, right? The renders that I'm gonna post on social media later this week. So let's see. Yeah, let's show you all. Let's see, where is it?